everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we are making number 25 granny square. Wow, 25, that's awesome. This one is so much fun to make, and we are making with cluster stitches all the way around, making this cool design here. And I'm using all scrap yarn. This is a scrap yarn project. It is using size medium 4 worsted weight 10 ply yarn. This is all red heart yarn. I've just collected so many scraps over time from projects that I've had leftovers for, so I'm just trying to use them up, and I thought, granny squares is a great way to go. Also, we're using an H size hook for all of our granny squares, so make sure you have that handy. That is 5 millimeters, and also a yarn needle and a scissors. We're going to be cutting our yarn, changing colors, sewing in our ends, all that stuff, so make sure you have those supplies handy for this project. And before we start, I do want to mention, check out the links in the description of this video. The link to the blog will be there, so you can find out where to get all 365 granny squares. If you click the photo of that granny square day, then it'll take you to the video tutorial. Also, check out the link to my Facebook. You can join me on Facebook, like my page, share my page, and if you make this or make any of my crochet projects, be sure to share your photos on Facebook. And you can get inspiration from other crocheters if you see the posts by others part of my Facebook page. Make sure to check out everybody else's work, give encouragement, and get inspiration for your next project on there. Everybody's been posting so many awesome photos, and just our community is growing, and I absolutely love it. And also check out the link to my Instagram, and if you post photos on Instagram, make sure to hashtag YARNutopia so that I can see your work. Also, for this particular project, for the 365 days of granny squares, be sure to hashtag 365 days of granny squares so that all of our granny squares are in one fabulous spot and we can all see everybody's granny squares for this project. Also, follow me on Snapchat. I will have my username in the description of this video so you can see behind the scenes clips of what I do on my free time. And subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Then you'll get an update on when I post a new video, and I'm going to post one every single day this year, so you'll get an update all the time for that, so you can be the first to see my videos. And before we start, I want to thank my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time out to make these videos with us. He's working so hard being our videographer, our editor, and our photographer for all of our videos, so thank you so much for everything. So without further ado, let's just get started in making number 25 granny square. Alright, to start off we have to make a slip knot, so put your short end over the long end, fold that down, and then pull that through and pull tight. Insert your hook, and we're ready to go. So to start off we have to chain 4, so yarn over, pull through 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then in the 4th chain from the hook, we are going to make a cluster stitch. So the loop that's on your hook doesn't count as anything, so count 1, 2, 3, and 4 right in this chain here. We're going to yarn over, go into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, hold it. We're going to yarn over, go back into that chain, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So now you have 3 loops on your hook for this initial one, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops. I say initial one because the rest of the clusters on this round are not going to actually look like this, because the chain up 3 counted sort of as our stitch 2. So you'll see that in a minute. Just chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're going to put another cluster stitch back into that chain that we were working in. So this time is a full cluster, it's not a starting cluster, so yarn over, go into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, go back into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now you have 3 loops on your hook. We're going to yarn over, go back into that chain, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now we have 4 loops on our chain. Now we're going to yarn over and pull through all 4 of those loops. Okay, that is our cluster. So you can see here 1, 2, 3 there, and in our beginning one it's 1, 2, 3 because that chain of 3 counts. So now chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then make another cluster. So yarn over, go into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go back into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go back into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops, and then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and make one more cluster into that same space there. Okay, and then yarn over, pull through all 4, then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're going to slip stitch to the beginning cluster. So we're not going to slip stitch to the chain of 3, we're going to slip stitch to the actual cluster stitch. So insert your hook right at the top there, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Okay, and at this point, going on to round 2, if you are not changing color, then slip stitch into any chain 4 space. Okay, so just slip stitch into here, and then chain up 3 and go on to the next round with us. But I'm going to change color, so I'm going to chain up 1 and cut my yarn, and then pull that through, pull tight. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far, and then I'm going to insert my hook into this next chain 4 space, grab my new color, hook it on the hook, pull it through. Okay, and now we are going to chain up 3, so 1, 2, 3, and in the same space we are going to make a starting cluster. So remember, just yarn over, go into that chain 4 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. That's our beginning cluster. Now we want to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we are going to put another cluster into this same chain 4 space. So yarn over, go into that chain 4 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, hold it, yarn over, go back into that chain 4 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, go back into that chain 4 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops on your hook. Okay, that's another one. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, hop over to the next chain 4 space right here and make a cluster. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and again yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. And then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and go back into the same chain 4 space for another cluster. Okay, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, hop over to the next chain 4 space and just repeat that. So put a cluster, a chain 3, and a cluster all in the same chain 4 space there. 1, 2, 3, and another cluster. Okay, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and hop over to our last chain 4 space there. We're going to make our cluster, chain 3, and then a cluster. Okay, and then after this last cluster we make, we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then hop over to this cluster, the starting cluster here, and just slip stitch to that. So insert your hook right at the top of the cluster. Do not slip stitch to the chain up 3 here. Slip stitch to the cluster stitch right there. Yarn over, pull through, and through, just like that. Okay, kind of stretch it out there. Now going on to round 3, I'm gonna fasten off and grab my new color. If I forgot to mention, if you are not going to change color, just slip stitch into any chain 3 space. Just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then chain up 3 and go on to round 3 with us. But since I am changing color, I'm just going to chain up 1, cut my yarn, and pull that through. Insert my hook into any chain 3 space, grab my new color, and hook it on. Okay, and then chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, make a starting cluster. So starting cluster, yarn over, go in to that chain 3 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through all 3. Okay, that's our starting cluster. Now we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and put another cluster into that same chain 3 space. Okay, this is a regular cluster. Oh, let me start that one over because my straggler is kind of getting me confused here. So a regular cluster, just yarn over, go into the space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go into the space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go into the space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. Then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, hop over to the next chain 3 space here and repeat that. So put a cluster, chain 3, and a cluster into each chain 3 space. Okay, so right here we're going in for a cluster, okay, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then another cluster right in that same space. Okay, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, hop to the next, which is in between these two right here, and make make a cluster and then a chain 3 and then a cluster, all in the same space here. 1, 2, 3, and another cluster. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, hop to the next right here, and make your cluster, chain 3, and a cluster. So just keep doing that in each chain 3 space around, and then I'll meet you up at the end of this round. Alright, now I'm just going to chain 3 here and then slip stitch to the beginning, starting cluster stitch there. So just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. So we just put cluster, chain 3, and then cluster in each chain 3 space, and then chain 3 in between those. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far. So now, if you are not changing color, slip stitch into this chain 3 space right here, and if you are changing color, just fasten off at this point. So chain up 1, cut your yarn, pull that through, insert your hook into that chain 3 space, this next one right here, with these in the middle of these ones right there, and grab your new color. And we're going on to round 4 here, so just hook on your new yarn, and then chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then put another double that counts as our first double crochet. So put a double crochet back in there too. So yarn over, go in there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So it looks like there's 2 double crochets in there. Okay? Now, hopping over to this next chain 3 space, we are going to put 4 half double crochets in there. So yarn over, go into this chain 3 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, and we're putting 4 of those. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like that. Then hop over to this chain 3 space and put 4 single crochets in there. So just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then hop over to this chain 3 space and put 4 half double crochets in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we're going to hop over to this chain 3 space here. We're going to put 2 double crochet, chain 3, and then 2 double crochet. So yarn over, go in there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then put 2 more double crochet in there. So 1 and 2. Then hop over to this chain 3 space. We're going to just repeat what we did on this side. So 4 half double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 4 single crochets in this next chain 3 space here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then 4 half double crochets in here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're at the next corner space, so we're going to put 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 more double crochets in that same space, 1 and 2. And then hop over to this next chain 3 space. We're going to put 4 half double crochets in there, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then hop over to this next chain 3 space. We're putting 4 single crochets in there, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this next chain 3 space has 4 half double crochets, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the next space is our corner. So 2 double crochet, chain 3, and 2 double crochet. Okay, and then just work your last side, just like how we've been doing. I'll meet you up at the end of this row. Alright, I'm just finishing up here on my last corner. We're going to put the 2 double crochets and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to slip stitch to our beginning chain of 3 here. So 1, 2, 3 right at the top here. We're just going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Okay, so this is what our square looks like. Now if you want to, you can fasten off at this point, but I'm going to do one more round. So if you are going to continue on with me, just go and slip stitch in, if you're not changing color, go into this chain 2 space here, or did we chain 3? I'm sorry, the chain 3 space, the corner. Just slip stitch into the corner, yarn over, pull through and through, and then chain up 2 and go on to round 5 with me. But if you're changing color, just chain up 1, cut your yarn, pull through, insert your hook into the corner, grab your new color, hook it on, pull it through, and then chain up 2, 1 and 2. Okay, and now we are going to make one more round here just to make it a little bit bigger. In the same corner, we're going to put a half double crochet. So this chain up 2 counts as a half double crochet. So then yarn over, go back into that corner, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Now we are going to skip over this this stitch here, which is my chain up 3 from the previous round, but just skip over this stitch and go into this next stitch right here. Oh, I'm not going to yarn over, we're single crocheting. So insert your hook into this stitch here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and then just single crochet into each stitch all the way across. Okay, it should be 14, I think. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yep, 14, and then we're going to skip that last stitch there, and then we're going to make, in the corners, we're going to do 2 half double crochets. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. So 1, 2 half double crochets, chain 2, and then 2 more half double crochets. So 1 and 2. Then we're going to skip this first stitch here, and then single crochet in the next 14 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, and then skip that last stitch there, and then in the corners put your 2 half double crochet, 1, 2, then chain 2, 1, 2, and then 2 half double crochets, 1 and 2. And then just repeat, so just skip that first stitch, single crochet in the next 14, skip that last stitch, and then do your corner. And then I'll meet you up when I'm all done. Alright, just finishing up here, just putting the last 2 half double crochets in this first corner, and then chain 2, 1 and 2, and then slip stitch to the beginning, chain up 2 of this round, yarn over, pull through, and then to fasten off I chain up 1, cut my yarn, pull it through, pull tight, grab my yarn needle, and we've got to sew in all of our ends. If you change color frequently, you'll have quite a few ends to sew in, and I highly recommend sewing them in as we go, just so that you don't have a whole lot to sew in at the end. It's just tedious work, and nobody likes to sew in ends. So I'm just going to sew in these up, and then I'll meet you up and we will be all done. Alright, so I just sewed in all of my ends in the back. It's nice and clean there. So there we have it. Number 25 square is complete. I think it looks so fabulous, and I love these color choices. These are so much fun. So thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm going to stress to check out those links in the description of this video. You'll have the link to the blog where you can get all of your answers to this project. If you have any questions for it, it's all in the blog. And also check out the Facebook, the Instagram, the Snapchat, then subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Click that red subscribe button. You'll get updates on when I post new videos. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Happy hooking, everybody!